This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. It's announced the card for Unforgiven is going to feature not only the TLC main event between John Cena and Edge, but also a Hell in a Cell match between DX, the McMahons, and Big Show. So we've got two big stipulations put on one pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell and TLC. Did you feel like, as an old school traditionalist, that there should be one major gimmick match like this, not two? Or did you get it in this circumstance?
No, I'm not in favor of it. I like, if you're going to have a major attraction like that, a major stipulation, a major, whether it be a cage match or an elimination chamber, Hell in a Cell or something like that, that it's better to have one. I remember going to TNA and they had one show that all the matches were inside of a cage.
Oh yeah, Lockdown.
To me, I hated it. And if you go back, folks, yes, I am the one that stopped Lockdown having all the matches in the cage.
It was silly.
Well, yeah, because the first match, okay, you've seen everything you can do in a cage.
Yeah, what's the old Jim Cornette? If you got a locker room full of 7-footers, you ain't got no giants.
Right.
Well, it's sort of, if you got a whole match, a whole card full of cage matches, you don't have any special attractions.
There was nothing. It was just, I'm like, okay, why do we even need a cage at all?
Yeah.
Just let them do whatever the hell they want.
So the whole card rundown, we're not to the pay-per-view yet. We've still got some notes, but I just want to mention it's John Cena and Edge at a TLC match. And the stipulation here, not only for the title, but if Cena loses, he's forced to go to SmackDown for 3 years, which I guess is a little more realistic than loser leaves town or loser must retire. DX versus the McMahons and Big Show in a Hell in a Cell match. Randy Orton versus Carlito. Lita versus Trish for the women's title. It's also Trish's retirement match. Johnny Nitro versus Jeff Hardy for the Intercontinental title. The Spirit Squad versus the Highlanders for the World Tag Straps. And Kane versus Umaga. Bruce, this is pretty damn loaded for a quote-unquote B show, meaning it wasn't a joint SmackDown Raw pay-per-view. That's a lot
We were doing separate shows, so it wasn't a B show. It was just different. Each of the pay-per-views were branded. You had your Raw pay-per-view, and then you would have a SmackDown pay-per-view. It also provided time in between the pay-per-view attractions to build. Instead of 4 weeks, you had 8 weeks to build, and it wasn't getting everybody in the pay-per-view.
You're going to have so much fun with this next report. Try to not.
Your nuts are exposed.
Are they?
Yeah, so I may. I'm just saying.
I thought
my foot is right there. And
all right, here we go. So match number 2, Kane goes to a double count out with Umaga in 7 minutes and 3 seconds. The crowd was way into our man Estrada. What a great promo he was back in the day, was he not? Do you have an Armando impression?
No, I can't do it. I can't roll my R's. However, if we could bring over Dave Silva's wife, apparently she can roll some damn R's.
She's got it down pat.
But Dave won't let her out of the house.
He will not.
No.
He will not. They're not welcome here, as you know.
But Dave had to sneak in the other day.
Yeah, I was recording her. He wouldn't have been. He'd have been stopped at the door. So both of the guys brawl to the back. They're counted out. Meltzer would call it a crappy finish, and of course the crowd's booing it heavily. Star and a quarter. But still, a double count out for a pay-per-view. It's kind of bullshit.
No, baby, that ain't bullshit. Here's what it is. They're taking two of your main entities and putting them together, colliding, if you will, and then they're going to want people having a little bit more. Umugu.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.